Righty. Well, good evening. Okay, here we go. Last week was National Associate and Assistant Principals Week, and so we were not able to celebrate them at the board meeting, so here we are now. So we want to shout out and thank all of our assistant and associate principals for important work that you do every day to support our students and our staff. And a lot of people don't understand the glue that they are to make sure things get done in our building. So let's give it up for our associate and assistant principals. Today was so much fun. It was Happy Solar Eclipse Day. We had a blast. Today, Solar Eclipse was an excellent learning opportunity for our students. Some experienced the eclipse firsthand and wore their safety glasses to view this epic event. We had teachers and administrators and kids and everyone out with their glasses, and I had one little student who actually created, in the picture down the bottom corner, she created this amazing viewer that you can look down that way without looking up to the sun to see it. And I mean, we have some creative and amazing kids, and so it was absolutely awesome. And so I just want to say happy Solar Eclipse Day. All righty, and we also want to give a shout out for our second annual Rising Star program. Unit 4 once again partnered with the Community Coalition, the City of Champaign, and Parkland College for the second annual Rising Star program. Thanks to all the students, families, and community members who participated in the uplifting program. A Rising Star is an African-American student in the 5th grade or 8th grade who has reached or exceeded the academic standards in math and reading. And why do we choose them? Because our data says we have to do something to get our students engaged in the learning process. Our Black students are not doing faring well, and so we want to encourage them and engage them. And a couple of the kids, they shouted out how they've never been recognized before. Parents were excited. So it's not saying that we're not looking and rewarding and acknowledging our other students, but we're following our data right now. So right now, this is one of the interventions that we have put in place to help our African-American students rise and continue to rise. And if we can catch them now and help them understand that school is important. So we're thankful for the annual Rising Star program. So thank you for all those who helped to make it a great success. Also, we had the CU Schools Foundation hosted another wonderful Distinguished Alumni celebration. Congratulations to the Unit 4 alums, Chandra Somerville, Barbara Suggs Mason, and Angela Rivers, and Stacy Walton Long, and the Central High School Jazz Band was absolutely phenomenal. It was so great. It was an amazing event. So I shout out to all of those from the CU Foundation who put it together, and thank you to the Currys and everything they did for us with the kids with the jazz band. If you haven't heard them, you got to check them out. So great job on that. Robeson principal gets slimed for a good cause. Robeson students were rewarded with seeing their principal, Miss T, get slimed after they earned 250 RISE tickets. RISE is respect, integrity, self-control, and effort. They displayed good sportsmanship through the month of March, and so there they are, pouring all that slime over her, and so, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. We also want to shout out our all-area News Gazette All-Area Wrestler of the Year. Centennial's own Jack Barnhart continues to receive accolades on his amazing season. He was named the All-Area Wrestler by News Gazette, so congratulations. Let's give it up for Jack Barnhart. We also want to shout out and give a kudos to Chargers archery player Imron Yasim for coming in first place at the Illinois Archery in the Schools program, the NASP State 3D Tournament. He's got all that hardware there. First place, he got 289 points. If you've never watched the archery, you got to check it out. It is fascinating. So let's give it up for Imron. Okay, so Promise Healthcare and Unit 4 schools are partnering to create a school-based health center. So we are pleased to announce that Unit 4 is partnering with Promise Healthcare, a federally qualified community healthcare center, to create a school-based health center. Together, we are awarded a $50,000 planning grant from the Illinois Department of Public Health to complete to complete planning activities needed to establish the health center. So there'll be more information coming on that. We're really excited because it's one of the ways in which we can help our students and our families in our community. So we're really excited about this partnership. Yes. Okay, registration is going on. So registration for kindergarten, new and returning students, it's open. Please visit our website, www.champagneschools.org, for all the details. So have you registered your child for 24-25 school year? If not, please go to that website for instructions. If you have an incoming kindergartner, the kindergarten welcome night video is recording is posted on our website. So we want to say thank you for choosing Unit 4. We're really excited about registration. I can't believe we're in April and we're talking about 24-25 school year already. Okay. We do have kindergarten registration road trip. We've already had a couple of locations. We were at Martin Center on the 28th of March. We were at the Church of Living God on March 5th. And we have one more at the Champaign Public Library, 200 West Green Street on Tuesday, April 16th from 5:30 to 8 o'clock. So please come on out and register your kindergarten student. Looking forward to it. So Wednesday, April 10th, 2024 is our spring holiday. There will be no school for students. All school buildings and administrative buildings will be closed. All righty. And yes, we are still hiring. We will continue to be hiring. New teacher, $1,500 sign-on bonus. We also have bonuses for our bus drivers, $2,500 sign-on bonus. Mr. Kleber, take it away. Join the Unit 4 team today.
So there's a QR code right there that you can scan. It'll take you to all of our positions. We have a variety of positions from 2 hours a day all the way up to more than full time. So apply online, champagneschools.org/employment.
I saw the billboard.
Yes, and we do have billboards and
We've got several billboards in the community, some static billboards as well as some digital, and some other communities in central Illinois. And some radio ads as well, looking for bus drivers, and that's part of our teacher vacancy grant, actually. So
exactly. And there's something with MTD, I believe, for registration. So we have also got registration information on our MTD buses. So we're trying to hit every way we can to communicate. All righty. And school success starts with attendance. Attendance is one of the most powerful predictors of academic success. We need every Unit 4 student at school every day for the entire day. This is vital to prepare our students to be college and or career ready. So, and before I turn it back over to you, Dr. Baker, I just wanted to say a couple things regarding some of the work that we're doing, because there's this narrative that we're not communicating, we're not being transparent, we're not talking, not finding out what's going on with our staff and our families. And so some of the things that we're doing to address that, we have the Superintendent Teacher Advisory Group that meets, and I get a lot of information from them regarding what's going on in the buildings, how they can help make some of the decisions. We have a district data team. We have a labor management partnership team where we're working closely with CFT and district and building level principals and administrators to close that gap and so find out, because any good system will not be afraid to garner and gather data, whether it's good, bad, ugly, and different, in order to figure out where we are so that we can move forward. So we did do some questions to all of our staff, not just teachers, but all of our staff. We sent some questions out, and the questions were such as like, I receive all information that I need about what will impact me and my work from central office. And when we say central office, we're talking about district level offices. Structures, support systems are in place to facilitate and sustain participation of staff members, providing feedback to the district on all levels of support is provided. Adequate information is sought out before decisions are made at the district level in this district. Decisions are made in this district after seeking information from those who actually do the job. I have clear understanding of major priorities and goals of Champaign Public Schools. Good central office support and morale are apparent in this particular school. And what is something, there was an open-ended question, what is something that would represent a positive shift from your perspective and support from district leaders? So we got some information, and we didn't get a whole lot, but we did get some. And so what we found out from that is that there's concerns around visibility, communication, and initiative clarity. So we wanted to make sure that we are getting this information and going to do something with it. So we will take this also and find out from particular groups. So not just stakeholders as a whole. So as a building teacher, what is it that you need from these questions? As a bus driver, what is it that you need? As a TA, what is it that you need? As an administrator, what is it that you need? Because it doesn't do any good just to get the information and not do something with it. So we're really excited about it. And so we have a couple more dates coming up to do that work. I did send out an email to our parents and our staff on the 28th and just talked about, yeah, we're celebrating our achievements, but I also want to acknowledge that I've heard some concerns regarding transparency. And then I also said transparency means different things to different people. And what I mean by that is I don't want to just be transparent. I want to be vulnerable. We can't do this work by ourselves. How can you help us? And so we've been asking, what can you do to help? And because I didn't sign up to do this by myself. When I got here, there were things that I knew needed to be addressed, and so I can't just pretend it's not happening. So how can I get good information and good data to make some serious changes? And so that was information because we're really trying to align the work to the strategic plan, the very thing that drew me here. And so we say this is the things we want to do, and so we want to make sure we're doing those things. And then we also sent out another letter to staff members telling them that we have identified our strengths and our opportunities and progress toward our work, toward the strategic plan. We talked about learning how together we can do a data inquiry cycle to find out who we are, study the data, do a snapshot, figure out what we can do better. Then we create some potential next steps, and then come back. And that's what good work is. I'm not saying this stuff is easy. I'm not saying that we're doing things perfect because I will be lying. We have some issues. And we want to address those issues. And I want people who want to come to the table to say, hey, how can I help? And so that's what we're trying to do. And so then we also looked at the trends of the feedback. And so the next thing we're going to do is talk more about what we saw, create some action steps, next steps, garner some people to say, okay, can you help in this area? So a perfect example is transportation. My next step with transportation will be to create a superintendent committee, not led by me, not led by board members, but I want families who are impacted by our yellow bus. I want some students, I want community members to help us come together in our transportation department and say, hey, here's where we are, here's the issue, what can we do? Because I've said it since I've been here, we've got issues with transportation, and I want to be able to make some changes. When I got here, you already had cooperative strategy in place, and you all wanted to look at the student assignment process. Perfectly fine. So we did make some suggestions, but there's time to do something different, and I don't know what that different is. So I want those people who can bring some ideas to the table. I want to work with, and I want my board to work together so that we can do this work, because this is very difficult to sit in this position and try to lead this system and to do the work you all hired me to do when there's all this noise and all this stuff happening, it's difficult. But it's not going to stop me from doing the work, because at the center of everything, I want to remind everybody, our students. Our students is the why. And so when we get sidetracked with all the other stuff, we're not focused on student achievement, we're not focused on our students' well-being, and I just need you all to help me do this work. I need the community, our parents, our staff, and I want to say to my teachers, I see you, I appreciate you, I value you. That's why we have the Superintendent Teacher Advisory Committee. That's why we have the District Data Team. That's why we have the Labor Management Partnership. I cannot do this by myself. I'm a collaborative leader, and I want those to come to the table and help us do this work and get this work done. To my cabinet members, thank you. This work is not easy. We're asking you to do so many different things in so many different ways, and change how you do things, change how you see things, change the way we've done things in the past. And change is not easy for some people. Some people get nervous and upset and they can't handle it. But what is it? What is the reason? And what can we do to help eliminate some of the trauma from change, the trauma that we have caused? Let's own it. And let's say, what can we do and make this better? Because that's what I'm here for. I'm here to make a difference and to help our students and our staff and our community become we have a world-class university right here in our backyard. And I believe we can have a world-class school system if we all get on the same page. Can we just get in the same book? On the same page to get the work done. I'm not perfect. Never have I even claimed to be perfect. Do we have some issues? Oh, yeah. But do we have the will and the potential and the talent to get this work done? Oh, you bet you we do. So I just want to say that. And so the stuff that's going on, I just want to remind you, I'm committed to making this work. We're committed to making the support that to our schools. We're committed to you, to our students. We're committed to you. And I need people to understand and believe that our students deserve better than what we have been doing. We got to do better. And the decisions that are made here are not popular all the time, but we have to keep the children, our students, at the center of everything that we do. And how do I support my staff in this work? That's all I wanted to say. So thank you.